When Kaylee Chu moved here from Hong Kong, she was just 17 and filled with excitement, but painfully shy. After 12 years down under, she found that her entire community was made up of fellow Hong Kong nationals. Hoping to make new friends, Kaylee made some bold changes.
The married mum of two began inviting strangers to lunch. 100 of them, to be exact, and it changed her life completely. So much so that Kaylee became a TEDx speaker. Have a listen to this.
I remember that lunch that I had with a billionaire. That 3.5-hour lunch took my life to the next level. The food was sensational.
And now she's sharing her lessons for breaking out of her comfort zone and your comfort zone and connecting with people, real people. And we welcome Kaylee Chu live from Melbourne. Good morning. Welcome to you. Nice to see you.
Hi, good morning, Laurie. Hi, good morning, Kaylee. I'm so excited to be here.
Oh, we've got to get stuck into this. It's so interesting. This started out sort of rather humbly, right? You're connecting with people on LinkedIn, as millions of people do every day.
Yes, because I thought LinkedIn was a professional platform that I can stalk people a little bit and see what they're doing before I invite them out for lunch. So yeah, for the first 100 lunches, I'd say 95 of them were from LinkedIn.
Okay, so what did you do? How did you invite that first person to lunch to start the whole ball rolling?
One day I just thought I can't live like this anymore. I want to get out of my comfort zone. I want to meet more people. I want to expand my network. So I went on LinkedIn and I just said, hey, this is Kaylee. This is my New Year resolution, 2018. I want to have 100 lunches with 100 strangers. And this is a little bit information about me, and would you like to be part of it? And so many kind strangers just said yes and like to be a part of your journey. And we started to have lunch.
Do you remember your first time, your first one?
The first lunch wasn't that exciting. I mean, I wasn't that great in talking to people, and that was just, I'd say the second lunch was better than the first one, and the third one was better than the second one. So I just kept going and have more lunches with strangers.
You had lunch with a billionaire. We hope they shouted, did they?
Yeah.
Who usually pays for lunch in this scenario?
Who usually pay for the first 100, I always offer to pay because, I invite them for lunch and I want to hear their story and learn from them. So I always offer to pay, but that doesn't mean that I always pay. Sometimes people will be like, I'll get it, or we just split bill. But either way, it doesn't matter, because for what I've learned so far, I think it's worth every single dollar. And I know there are other people doing lunches with strangers now, and they all do it in different ways. Like, I know other people will go we just pay for our own meals, or so it doesn't matter to me.
Some conversations must be fabulous, others might be a little bit slower or a bit dodgy. But you shared a meal with Australia's Got Talent judge Shane Jacobson, who is one of the nicest people in the world. That must have been a fun lunch. What did he teach you?
So many things, but yes, he was definitely one of the nicest people that I've ever met. He even fixed my car, because when I got to meet him, I got so excited that I bumped my car and I crashed my car. The bumper fell off. Completely sidetracked. But instead of telling me to call a roadside assistant, he just bought a pack of duct tape from those news agents and just duct taped my car for me so that I can go home safe. He was just so nice. But that wasn't the biggest lesson that I learned. I learned so much from him, and interestingly, I learned from him about expressing my love to my loved ones before, when we can, because he told me, during movie, we love to make people cry. And the easiest way to make people cry is unable to express their love before their loved one passed away. So he gave me a challenge to tell my mum, I love you. I think she's watching now. This is so interesting. I made it a big thing that I told her I love her. And then instead of crying that I expect her to, to feel, she actually laughed the whole time. Anyway, so
That's lovely. When you have lunch with Shane Jacobson, does he take food from the restaurant, or does he bring his own food from IGA?
We went to his local area and we had lunch in a cafe, and it was so nice.
These lunches take you out of your comfort zone and out of your bubble. You actually end up quitting your job and you wrote the book. So what's the greatest lesson here that you can share with everyone?
Wow, there are so many lessons that I love to share with people, but I think the biggest one would be one connection can change your life. And I can't express and tell you how many lunches that I've had that people just help me so much, and I've learned so much from people, and I'm just super grateful for everyone that I've met throughout my journey. And not just me, I can see other people taking similar challenge and going to meet people, and just so nice to see all the opportunities coming to them and how their personalities shine because of that, and getting more confident and just meeting people, when you put amazing people together, just magic.
Kaylee, of
happens.
those 100 people, as we say goodbye, how many of them do you think you're in contact with rather frequently? Do you think?
So many. In fact, I had way more than 100 lunches with strangers now. I kept having lunches, and even now I haven't stopped. I had maybe 300-400 lunches
wow.
with strangers, one-on-one. Yeah, just to, learn more about their story. And I'd say majority of them I kept in touch, and some of them just become my lifelong friends and, really changed my life. And I'm still open for lunches. So if anyone wants to catch up, send me a message. Open
I'll
to
go
have
for a
lunch with
I'll
people.
go for lunch with you. Let's go for
I'd
lunch.
love to have lunch with you too.
Kaylee, that's fantastic. What a terrific story. Congratulations. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me
I'd be
today.
like 500 kilos if I was just having lunch with
I
great
know,
people
right?
all the time.
I need to tell Kaylee, so if you invite Larry, it will be your shout, Kaylee.
No
Kaylee-
problem. I will shout.
Yeah, we can invite Kylie, but she'll bring her own. But anyway, let's have
Kaylee
lunch.
Chu's book, 100 Lunches with Strangers, is out now.